Oh, good evening. Oh, as Bruce says hello. Bruce says hello. I guess I gotta put him inside if he's gonna be doing all this crap. He's gonna have to go inside. Yeah, inside. All right, man. We got baseball. We got LSU and Nichols about to come up at what? Soon. Like soon. All right. I mean, it's gonna be like very momentarily. All righty. Check this stuff out. Should be shortly. Not share that right now. Fuck, yeah. Well, you about to go inside. Make your noise. Anybody want to hear you barking? All right, there we are. So we're in Thibodaux, Louisiana. What's the weather in Thibodaux? Let's find out. Let's find what's the weather in Thibodaux. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I screwed up. I think I put one too many comments. Oh, there you go. Okay, nose. 69 degrees. Okay. All right. All right. I think LSU's gonna kick butt tonight. All right. Let's see. All right, got everything in there. All right, there we go. What's up, Daniel Barry? I think I saw Daniel Barry in here. How you doing, Daniel? Says go Tigers. I saw you in Robbie's stream. I didn't know you were into drama like me. Yeah, I didn't know you were into drama. So Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson will lead off, followed by Pearson, Fry, Milam, Aaron Beatty, Reeves, and Stanfield. Ware is on the bump for the Tigers today. So all right, man. Let's hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday night. Tuesday night. Yeah, commercial break. We'll be right back. Okay, this is going on ESPN Plus today, not on SEC Network Plus, SEC Network, or SEC, ESPNU, whatever it is, on ESPN Plus. So that's where the game is tonight. That's where the game is tonight. So if you're looking for it, that's where it'd be. Right. Gotta find something else to watch. That's gotta be on TV tonight. That was an exciting game last night for the college basketball championship. But Florida State's playing Florida and by baseball. Yeah, in baseball, okay. That might be interesting to watch. Maybe. All right, back to action here. As LSU, of course, bats first. They're the road team today. So there comes the starting lineups. There's nice graphics there, man. This definitely isn't 720p. Looks like 480. Curio, Jones, Dickinson, Pearson, Fry, Milam, Aaron Beatty, Reeves, and Stanfield. There's your batting order for the Tigers. Who's the chick? You don't know who Selma Hayek is? You don't know who Selma Hayek is? Yeah. All right, so who's on the mound for Nichols? Dalton Hill from Stonewall, Louisiana. Never heard of Stonewall, Louisiana. Probably up north somewhere. Probably up north somewhere. Was she in Grown Ups? I'm not sure. She might have been. But she was in that movie with shit. I can't think of the name of it. With Matthew Perry. Fools Rush In. Nice sun and shiny day down in Thibodaux, Louisiana. This game was supposed to be played a few weeks ago, but it was snowing or it was cold, whatever it was, and it got postponed. It got pushed back. It was too cold. They moved the game back. So now it's not cold. It's in the 70s down in Thibodaux. As Curiel be up first here for the Tigers. So Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson's the first three batters due up for LSU. As Hill on the mound for the Colonels. And here comes the pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. What you think of the game last night? And that was a good game last night. Came down to the end. And Houston just couldn't get a shot off. 2-0. That pitched a little low. 2-0. Then this pitch is strike. 2-1. Okay, she was Adam Sandler's wife in Grown Ups. Okay. So 2-1 coming to the plate. That's 3-1. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Curiel in the top of the first. And the pitch is a strike. Be 3-2. Dogs bark down the street. He's got a bark. 3-2 pitch. Swing and miss. 1 down. Are you talking about the Florida coach? Yeah, Florida they put money in their program. I mean they've won. This is their 3rd one they've won now, and they played for another one since 2000. So yeah, they just I guess they put money to their basketball program. So you know we can't make a freaking tournament. There's a strike to Jones, 0-1. And so here comes the 1-0 to Jones. That's a base hit left field. So base hit to left, and Tigers have a runner on in the first. And maybe one year we'll go to the Yeah, that was a rumor. Yeah, that was a rumor about that. I don't know if it got. Oh, hey, you gotta look at the umpire, dude. Yeah, picture gotta look at the umpire. He didn't look at the umpire. Here's a pitch to Dickinson. That's gonna be a strike. 0-1. Well, he's calling these low. Yeah. Did they ever prove that? Here's the 0-1. And they call that a ball. Man, geez, 1-1. Jeez. That first pitch he called a strike, which looked outside. And that one he calls a ball. Okay. Well, it should be 1-1 anyway. The count should be 1-1 anyway. So here's a pitch. There's a line out to third. 2 down. I have to put my lights on out here. Sun's going down. Birds are chirping. There's 2 down. And Pearson due up. Here comes the pitch. Here's a strike. 0-1. At the Denver Nuggets fired their coach. Okay. Here's the 1-0. It's 2-0. Wish the Pelicans would fire their coach, but they can't. I guess they can't do that. So 2-0 to Pearson. Pitch is 3-0. The count goes at 3-0 to Pearson, batting .296 on the season, 5 homers and 23 RBIs. Yeah, Jokic now. Yeah, that seems kind of weird. They fired their GM and the coach. There's ball 4. That's ball 4, right? No? Wait, did he swing at that pitch? I wasn't looking. That pitch was low in the dirt. Okay. 3-1. Here comes a 3-1. Here's a ground ball and to the second baseman, tossed to first, and they didn't get him. So it's going to be 2 on and 2 out. Infield single. We're back. I got to turn my lights on here. It's going to be dark. We got Fry at the plate. Man. Oh, this 20-second pitch clock, man. It go quickly. Here's the 1-0. That ball's hit the center field, going back and making the catch at the warning track in center field for the 3rd out. So the Tigers get 2 base runners on. They do not score. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. It's LSU 0. Nichols coming to the plate. Yeah, I mean, they're going to the playoffs this year. Playoffs. But, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed kind of off that they fired their coach and their GM. But, like I said, I wish the Pelicans would fire their coach, but no, they haven't fired Willie Green yet for some reason. I don't care about the freaking injuries, man. They're not coached well. Alrighty. Florida and Florida State playing baseball. Florida sucks in baseball this year. What's up, Kelly Gardner? Especially in the SEC. Florida's like what 1-10. They won 2 games or 1 game in the SEC. They're garbage. What's up, Kelly Gardner? Member gang. Yeah, I forgot who their y'all's coach is. But Pelicans stink. They need to fire their coach. He's utter garbage. I don't care about injuries. They're just not well coached. We got Irvin, Jaynes, Kalura, like Beidiger, Jenkins, Booker, Capel, Ingersoll, and Mock. There's your batting order for the Colonels. So Irvin, Jaynes, and Kalura do it first. LSU run rolled this team a few weeks ago back in Baton Rouge. So Connor Ware on the mound. He's from Madison, Mississippi. He's a lefty. So all right. So we're gonna bottom of the first inning is what? Oh, I think you said the shovel. For what? Oh, that. I thought you meant that. All right, I'll get in a minute. I know you're doing that. Not me. Here comes the pitch. There's a ball inside, 1-0. So Irvin from St. George, Utah. 1-0 to count. And the pitch is swung on center field. And going back and making the catch. 1 down. Yeah, it is. It is Fireball. So 1 down. We're going to have Jans up. So Ware looking in. Already got a sign from the other pitch comp thingy. There's a ball, 1-0. So James is from Overland Park, Kansas. Left fielder for the Colonels. The pitch is 2-0. 295 average, 2 homers, and 12 ribbies on the season. You want the pointed shovel or the flat one? That's down low. 3-0. Nightbot drops a link. Plus, I don't get many. Nobody not even asked for it either. Ball 4, no, it's a strike. 3-1. 3-1. I don't know how to market it. Hit 3-1. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Leave the cat alone, Rue. You know she doesn't want to play with your ass. Are we gonna have Kalura do up? So Nichols has a runner on and 1 out. As Jaden Kalura is from Hammond, Louisiana. What? Huh? What? Who you yelling at? Please, it's a pitch. 1-0. What do you want? So 1-0 to count. Yelling at me. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Slow roller there. Got to hurry. And throw to first. And there's 2 down. Oh, I think you have to have so many subscribers to do that. YouTube does that. YouTube does that. Yeah, that's something YouTube does. It's not something I can do. So Beininger's due up. There's 2 down, runner at second. The pitch is swung on left field and going back and making the catch at the wall for the 3rd out. Man, okay. All right, so we'll go to the second. No score. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a shovel. My wife, I think my wife's I think she's trying to bury me. So if I don't come back, call the police, because she might be trying to kill me. Going on here? Oh, Milam's up. On the top of the second, Milam at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Is a strike. 0-2. All right, so Milam batting .333 in the season. Here comes the 0-2. That's 1-2. So 1-2 to Milam here in the top of the second. And the 1-2 is going to be base hit right field. So Milam pulls it to right field, gets a base hit. It's going to bring up Aaron Beatty to plate. Aaron Beatty up. Now we not throw to first. Chase Milam back. So here comes the pitch to Aaron Beatty. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. So 1-1 account to Aaron Beatty. We have the top of the second. Runner at first. Nobody out. As Hill looks for runner back at first. The 0-1 is a strike. 0-2. Kelly Gardner betting on the Tigers tonight. 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2, and that's outside, 1-2. All right, so 1-2 to count here to Aaron Beatty. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. 1 down. So 1 down here in the second. So we're going to have Reeves come to the plate. So Reeves back to the left side, and here he's been getting a lot more playing time last few weeks. Here's the pitch. Is a ball 1-0. Kind of figured that they'd want to get, they're trying to get him more, more playing time over Braswell. Here's the 1-0. Swing to miss. 1-1. So Tanner Reeves batting .333, 3 homers, and 11 RBIs. And another toss to first. Chase smiling back. So 1-1 to count hitter Reeves. And the pitch is fouled. 1-2. 1-2 to count. There we go. 1-2 to Reeves. Top of the second. Runner at first and 1 down. Here comes the pitch. That's 2-2. Gets a miss high. 2-2. Two and two. And the 2-2 is going to be a swing and a miss. 2 down. So Reeves down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hill. It's going to bring up Stanfield to the plate. Man. The leadoff guy gets on with a single. And then back-to-back strikeouts. Aaron Beatty and Reeves go down. Now Stanfield's up. So throw toss to first. I like Stanfield in the 9 spot. I think it's been very beneficial for LSU's batting order. For him at the 9 spot and Curiel at 1. I think it's worked out well so far. I pitches inside 1-0. So LSU goes to Auburn this weekend. They'll face Auburn coming up on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Finally get a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series again. That ball's hit out of play by Stanfield. Should be 1-1. Count should be 1-1 to Stanfield. They took it off the board there. Here comes the pitch. There's a ground ball to second. Should in the top of the inning. It does. As they'll throw it to second. And the side retires. The Tigers get a base runner on. They don't score. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's still scoreless. 0-0. And they're going to have Bodiger, Jenkins, and Booker do up for the Colonels. Colonels are gonna have what 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup do up. The Colonels. So Tigers could not score. So bottom second we go. What's this commercial? What's this commercial? All right. Alrighty, so the Tigers haven't scored yet, man. We're gonna have Bidiger, Jenkins, and Booker do up for the Colonels here in the bottom of the second. All right. Here's the pitch. Give me a strike. 0-1. I'm sorry, it's Jenkins. Sorry, it's Jenkins to plate. Sorry. That's another strike. 0-2. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Jenkins, Booker, and Capel do up. So Jenkins batting 288 in the season. The 0-2 is gonna miss 1-2. 1-2 to count. And the 1-2 is a ground ball right side. Got to hurry though. And there's one down. All right, so one down. Now we're gonna have Booker do up. So Booker stepping to the batter's box for the Colonels. Gonna bat from the left side. And the pitch is a first pitch swinging, pop up along the infield, and there's two down. That was quick. Now Capel to the plate. So Capel comes to the plate here in the bottom of the second. Still no score. Still no score, 0-0. Here comes the pitch. That's fouled out of play, 0-1. He's from Long Beach, California. Long way from home. Long Beach to Thibodeau. That's high, 1-1. Yeah, Long Beach to Thibodeau. That's a long way, man. So, Capel's batting 227, no homers, 8 RBIs. And 0-1 is going to miss, 1-1. And the 1-1 is swinging and a miss, 1-2. All right, so 1-2 to count. And the pitch is popped up along the infield again, this on the right side, and that's going to be the third out. That was quick. So Colonels go in order quickly, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson do up. The Tigers in the third. All right, so we go to the top of the third inning, man. Tigers and the Colonels are scoreless. It's been a good pitcher duel so far. All right, getting back to action here in the top of the third inning. We're going to have Curiel Jones and Dickinson due up. And so far, this game is moving on pretty quickly. Top of the third inning. As me and Selma Hayek are watching the game together. All right, so Curiel up. And the pitch is a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So quickly, 0-2 to count here to Curiel. Did he strike out his first time out? 0-2 pitch. That ball's going to be a ground ball right side. Oh, it gets through his glove in the right field. That's going to be an E4, and the Tigers have a base runner. That's an E4. Look, I didn't have to move. I didn't even have to put the runner on. I knew it was coming. So that's going to be an E4, and Jones is going to come to the plate. Jared Jones comes to the batter's box, and we got nobody out. And it's let's see if we can get a hold of one. Some pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Jones is a junior out of Marietta, Georgia. I guess we're not going to show his stats. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. I guess we're not going to show the stats. 0-2 here to Jones. Oh, there we go. 397 average, 11 homers, 48 RBIs on the year. His average is below 400. Man, jeez. Man, maybe they should bench him. That's high. 1-2. Man, but his average dipped below 400. Man. Here comes the 1-2. Has to be fouled right back. It's going to stay 1-2 here to Jones. All right, so Jones looking up to step back in the batter's box. Counts to 1-2. And the 1-2 is fouled back again. So it's going to stay 1-2 to Jones. What's up, Brian Turner? Yeah, I hope LSU can win the first game of the year. We haven't done it in a while. Here's a 1-2. That's 2-2. I mean, we have 2019, and that's when we played Georgia Southern. But I guess you gotta go back to 2018, where we played a team with a pulse, with Miami, and won. But I hope so. Toss the first, takes him back. So 2-2 to count to Jones here in the top of the third. 2-2 is foul. Oh. Leave the cow alone, Rue. Jeez. I wish she'd just like pop you one, so maybe you leave her alone then. 2-2 to Jones. I don't know why she's so nice to you. That ball's hit the right field, but one coming on and making a catch. One down. Man. One down. I hope you're right, man. Now, I've been waiting for us to win an opening game, since Mississippi State. That didn't happen. And I thought they beat UCLA. That didn't happen. All right, so Dickinson due up. No time is called, but was a pitch clock violation? I don't know what's going on here. Game on. So Dickinson at the plate. And the pitch is high 1-0. So looks for runner back at first. Here comes the 1-0. That's strike 1-1. A little worried about I hope our defense can get a little more pressure on the quarterback this year. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. We really didn't have many interceptions at all from the secondary. We had very little interceptions from the secondary this past season. That needs to change. 2-1. That's going to be fouled. Fouled back, yeah. Okay, good camera angle, guys. 2-2. Good camera angle, guys. Good camera angle. So 2-2 to count. Here to Dickinson. And a 2-2 is foul back. So it stays 2-2. We'll stay 2-2 here to Anderson. Anderson. You got me thinking of Nick Anderson. Dickinson. And the 2-2 is, did he go around? They're going to appeal to first and say he went around. That's 2 down. So Dickinson's down on strikes. Man, our offense looks like Kona Ice on ice. That advertisement about Kona Ice. Our offense looks kind of like it's on ice right now. All right, so Pearson up. And the pitch is 1-0. So Pearson stands in 1-0 to count. And here comes the 1-0. Is foul back 1-1. Brew, get out of there. Here comes the 1-1 to Pearson. That ball's popped up and center field. Good camera angle. Here's a third out. All right, so we'll go to the bottom of the third, so no score. Camera guy kind of stinks tonight. He needs to I don't know. All right. And we're going to the bottom of the third. It should be Ingersoll, Mock, and then Irvin due up. That's what it should be. That's what it's due up, I think. Here for the Colonels. Hold on. Come on. You want to go inside? Come on. All right. So we're in the bottom of the third inning. Come on, let's get this inning started, guys. All right, so Ware back on the mound, and Ingersoll due up. Ingersoll, Mock, and then Irvin due up for Nichols. And the pitch is a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. That ball's hit to center and should be caught, and it is 1 down. So 1 down in the inning. Now Mock due up. I don't have nothing to feed here. All right, so we got Mock up. What's up, Larry? Here comes the 0-1, gonna miss. 1-1. Here's a fly ball, right field, right center, and 2 down. As Pearson makes a catch, 2 down. And that's going to bring up Irvin to the plate. So quickly 2 down in the inning. This game's been going on. This game has been moving pretty quickly. So Irvin's up. That's in the 1 spot for the Colonels. That's a ball, 1-0. So Irving is 0 for 1 on the evening. And the 1-0 is a swing to miss, 1-1. And the 1-1 is a ground ball, left side, and got to hurry. Milam throws and didn't get him. It's going to be an infield single. Infield single there for Irvin. Now Jans comes to the plate. Yeah, that was going to be a really tough play for Milam. You would have to hope that Irvin had fallen down running to first. So Jan's up. And here comes the pitch. Nope. It's a bad throw to first. It's going to move the runner to second. And he might go to 3. He's going to 3, and he's in there at 3. Man, he goes from first to third on that throw. Man, Selma Hayek. I have no idea what was going on there between pitcher and first baseman, but they were not on the same page at all. As a throw in there is going to put a runner at third base. Man. Not a good play there. So first and third, and there's two down. Now we're going to have a mound visit. Pitching coach coming out there to talk to him. Probably say, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah, man, need some coffee or something. Wake up. Need some coffee to wake up or something." All right, so game on. So game on. All right, gonna have Jans is still at the plate for Nichols. So one at third base. There is two down. Here comes pitch. Here's a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 to count. Here to Jans. So where comes set, and the 1-0 is 2-0. Nice block there by Aaron Beatty, and it's 2-0. All right, so 2-0 to count. I know there's a girl next to me. I know there is. Here's the pitch. 3-0. I know. I wish I could go out there and touch her. You know, this way. Oh my God, can't touch her. I know. I wish she was real. Wish she was real. Here comes 3-0. That ball's going to be a base hit, left field. So that's going to score a run, and the Colonel's on the board first. So the error brings home a run. Yeah. Yeah, so the pickoff play they got got thrown away. There was a two-base error. Now they get a base hit, allows that run to score. So we got Kalura due up. Here comes the pitch. There's a pop-up. Hold on. Hey. Come on, son. All right, here comes the 0-1. Oh, one pitch. That's in the dirt. No, it's a wild pitch, and it gets away from the catcher, and runner goes to second. Man, so man, we had a Aaron throw to pick off at first. That got thrown away. It was a two-base error. Now we got a wild pitch. Runner goes to second. Not fundamental baseball being played right now by the Tigers. Here comes there's a 1-1. Swing and miss. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. That's gonna be ground ball right side, and Dickinson tosses the first to end the inning. But Nichols gets a run. They leave a man. We'll go to the fourth. Yes, 1-0 Colonels. I need to make me some coffee or something. I'm getting kind of I'm like yawning and all kind of shit out here. Gonna have to be quick. Be quick. Okay, so McGibney is on the mound. He's from Sandomar, Louisiana. New pitcher here for the Colonels. All right, new pitcher for the Colonel, McGibney from Sandomar. So we're in the top of the third inning, and so what's up, Steve G? Yeah. What's up, Steve G? How you doing tonight, man? And Denver fired their coach, man. What do you think about the Nuggets firing their coach? I don't know about that. But that one. Oh no. So he's getting his McGibney, he's getting his warm-up tosses in. His new pitcher on for the Colonels here in the fourth. 1-0 Nicolls. Oh man. Yeah, they fired the coach and the general manager. Yeah, I forgot to say, yeah, they fired the GM too. I didn't Pelicans need to be looking to get a coach. And maybe they can steal Malone. He was a coach under Monty Williams here a long time ago. So Fry had to play for LSU. And the pitch. It's a strike on 1. It's an 0-1 to Fry. As McGibney delivers the pitch. Another strike, 0-2. 0-2. Sorry, it's showing 1-1. Okay, I thought there was 2 strikes. There it is, 0-2. They changed it. There's a ground ball. It's a base hit, though, in center field. So Fry singles the center. All right, so yeah, it was 0-2 anyway. So Fry singles the center. That's going to bring up Milam to the plate. So Milam comes to the batter's box. All right, so we got runner at first. There's nobody out. And Milam up. Here comes the pitch. That's a ball. 1-0. That pitch wasn't even close to being in the strike zone. 1-0. Oh no! I guess so. The pitcher didn't stare at the batter and let him know I'm ready. Yeah. Can't believe baseball is like that now. So who made it these freaking dumb rules? Let's see. My TV screwed up. Okay, Milam got out apparently. Apparently there's one down. Oh, good job, TV. All right, now Aaron Beatty's up. And throw to first. Chase him back. Yeah, brought Denver their only championship ever. Yeah, I don't understand that, but some more to that. Yeah, but it's a ground ball back to the pitcher, and they'll go to first, and there's two down. So there's two down, runner at second. But yeah, something seems off with that, but I guess we'll find out. I guess we won't find out, but ever. But I don't know. So two down. We got Reeves at the plate. And the pitch. It's a ball, 1-0. Didn't Memphis fire their coach? I think they're like in the playoffs. Some of these coaches getting fired and they're going to the playoffs, and we can't fire our own. We can't fire Willie Green. Here comes a 1-0. Swing and miss. 1-1. We can't fire Willie Green for being a horrible coach. Here comes the 1-1. It's 2-1. Counts 2-1 here to Tanner Reeves. We got two down in the top of the fourth. It's 1-0 Colonels. And the 2-1 is 3-1. Which was inside. Now it goes to 3-1 there to Tanner Reeves. And the 3-1 is going to be ground ball to first. They'll take it himself. And the side is retired. So the Tigers get a base runner. They do not score. We'll go to bottom of the fourth. It's still 1-0 Nichols. We'll get my coffee. All right, so Jaden Newt on in relief. The Tigers are going to the bullpen as Newt going to be on in relief here in the bottom of the fourth for the Tigers. It's a new pitcher. So Newt getting his warm-up tosses in. All right, so Ware did a decent job. Went 3 innings. They only give 1 run, so did decent. That could have been a lot worse. He could give up 5 runs. Offense hasn't helped them out yet. All right, so Newt on the mound. The Tigers just trying to find some more pitching as the season goes on. You know, we need a few more pitchers that we can rely on if you know, they knew. This way, this Bettinger. Here comes a pitch. It's a strike on 1. Feidinger. That's a Biediger. Okay. Here's the 0-1. Swing and miss. 0-2. So here comes the 0-2. 0-2 pitch is hit the center field, but Stanfield's there, and 1 down. So 1 down here in the 4th. All right, it's going to bring up Beaver flies out. That's going to bring up Jenkins of late. So Jenkins steps to the batter's box. And the pitch is a ball 1-0. It was inside and low. So 1-0 to count. Newt delivers the pitch. It's 2-0. So 2-0 to count. The Jenkins pitch is a grounder to third. Reeves throws and got him out. So it's 2 down. Nice play by Reeves at the hot corner. 2 down. Now we're going to have, we're going to have Booker do up. So Booker up. Here comes pitch. There's a ball 1-0. Okay, so 1-0 to Booker. And the pitch is hit to left field for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Booker, and the Colonels have a base runner. That's going to bring up Capel to the plate. So Capel is up in the batter's box. So Capel stepping to the box. There's your California Love in the background. This guy must be the one from Long Beach. So Capel in the batter's box. And the pitch is a high 1-0. And the 1-0 is 2-0. Okay. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. It's going to be foul on the third base side, 2-1. So Newt working quickly. And And the 2-1 is 3-1. That was up and in 3-1. That was even close to being a strike. So 3-1 to count. Here to Capel. Newt will come set. 3-1 is ball 4. That pitch was low. Ball 4. So 2 on and 2 out for the Colonels here in the 4th. Yeah. Yeah, these games don't mean much. You just don't want to lose anybody in these games like that. You don't want to lose like starters in games like this. But we do need to find some more pitching. We need about 2 or 3 more reliable arms. We need to find something. We need like a lefty out of the bullpen. That's one thing that we really don't have that we had when we won the title is we don't really have that lefty out of the bullpen. So. Alrighty, so we're gonna have Ingersoll up the plate. So we got 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Newt. That's low. 1-1. Good stop by Aaron Beatty. 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Here to Ingersoll. And the 1-1 is a foul. Be 1-2. Lefties are overrated in your opinion. What? Man. I don't think they're overrated, but hey. So 1-2 to count the pitch. That ball's at the center field, but Stanfield's going back and can't make the catch. It's off the wall. So 1 run's going to score for sure, and another run is going to score. It's 3-0. Man, a double off the wall and center scores 2. It's 3-0 Nichols. Man. As Ingersoll drives him home. Man. So we got 3-0 Nichols. They're in the 4th. There's the Colonels. Cursed. Well, who y'all playing tonight? Y'all playing Houston Christian. So Mock at the plate. That pitch is a ball 1-0. Not many teams playing any good teams today. Florida's playing Florida State. That's about it. Here's a 1-0. That's 2-0. Arkansas is playing Arkansas State. Tennessee's playing Alabama State. Ole Miss is playing Memphis. Alabama's losing Southern Miss. Interesting. Here's the 2-0. He chased that one 2-1. Dallas Baptist is killing Oklahoma 7-0. Vanderbilt's beating Dayton 6-1. Yeah, Vanderbilt's losing to Southern Miss. Here's the 2-1. That's 3-1. Yeah, Tiger plays softball tomorrow. So 3-1 to count. Here to mock. The pitch. That's a wild pitch. So let's go. That's ball 4. Gee, that wasn't on the catcher at all. That was so far outside. Harry Dory would say that's just a bit outside. So first and third now. That pitch was so far off the plate. Geez. Johnny Bench wouldn't have stopped that. Man, Newt, this is a problem with Newt. He's very inconsistent. Oh, I think this is gonna be it for Newt. He's not gonna get out the inning. So yeah, this is the problem with Newt. He's just very inconsistent. And tonight he's off. This has nothing to do with playing. This is just hitting your spots. He can't hit his freaking spots tonight. That last pitch was so far off the plate. It was like, what? Let's see what's Tiger ranting about. Are they saying Newt sucks? Get him out of there. Man. Yeah, they are kind of getting on Newt. Kind of figured they would. All right, so binge on. Okay. So Connor Benj is from Montgomery, Texas. He's on the mound. Yeah, college basketball. The Cinderellas are probably going to go away because of NIL. Because the bigger schools are gonna pay more money to get those guys that get lost somewhere. The guys that don't get recruited, but then show out for like Loyola Chicago. Those guys are gonna get recruited out of that school and go somewhere where a big school can pay them. So I think the Cinderellas are gonna go away in college basketball. I don't think you're going to see, a 12 seed in the Final Four. Oh well, that's what they want. This is what they want, man. This is what the big wigs in college sports want. They want a power conferences, and it's going to work its way. It's going to work its way to this power conferences in all the sports. But the smaller schools aren't going to be able to fund their athletic programs. They'll just go, kaput. So we chatted about like who's going to be in these super conferences. I think it's going to work its way out. That it's going to be whoever has the money. The smaller schools are just going to go away because they can't afford it. So, all right, so we got 2 on and 2 out here for the Colonels. as Benj on the mound. The pitch is a swing and a foul as 0-1 Irving. As Aaron Beatty took that foul ball off looked like his wrist or something. Man, he gets beat up during the midweek games. They beat this poor dude up. He's got to be bruised up every Wednesday. All right, 0-1 to Irving. You got to stop the bleeding here, guys. Here's the pitch. That's a ball, 1-1. Got to stop the bleeding here, man. We keep getting too many hits. Too many hits, too many runs. So 1-1 to count. And the pitch is, 2-1. That almost got away. So 2-1 to count. Jeez. And the pitch is fouled out of play, 2-2. Yeah, these athletic directors are going to have a tough job once all this, this money that comes in that you have to distribute to all the sports. You got to find out which ones are getting what. 2-1 pitch is a ground ball to short. Should be easily for Milam, and it is. And that's the third out. So the Colonels are retired, but they do get 2 runs. We'll go to the 5th. It's 3-0. 3-0 Colonels. Got back. I got the brute. Let the dog in. We're going to go to the top of the 5th inning, man. Tigers got to get some runs here, man. We're starting to, we're not running out of outs yet, but we definitely ain't clicking today. Nichols really isn't they don't have a chiller pitching staff. So, but they're pitching well tonight. It's all that matters. No, they're pitching well tonight. So 0-4-1 for LSU, 3-4-1 for Nichols. As we're in the top of the 5th inning. As Nichols. All right. Well, Texas and Texas A&M's always had money. They've always had that oil money that other schools don't have. Texas and Texas A&M always has had money like some schools don't have. Had all that oil money. A lot of rich alumni from those two universities. All right, we're gonna have Stanfield's up. LSU has some, but not like Texas and Texas A&M. Like the oil money, not like them. Here comes the pitch. It's a strike, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, 1-1. So 1-1 here to Stanfield. We're in the top of the 5th. Yeah, football's coming, Paxton. Spring games spring practices are happening. Here's a 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. Yeah, LSU has some kind of shindig this coming Saturday where they're having a practice. Like, I'm not driving to Baton Rouge to watch a freaking practice. Here comes the 1-2. Nice. 2-2. These spring games just become just very, very boring. They always were boring, to be honest with you. 2-2 pitch. There's a foul of his foot. But people get kind of overexcited about spring games. But did you see how that person looked in the spring game? I'm like, dude, it's a practice, man. Just a glorified practice. 2-2 pitch. That's 3-2. Yeah, they got some kind of 30-minute autograph section after the practice. I'm like, okay, 30 minutes. That's enough. Yeah, 30 minutes is it. 3-2 pitch. Did it hit him? Well, it was ball four anyway. It was ball four anyway because it was inside. So leadoff man on in the fifth. That's going to bring up Curry out of the plate. I'm just curious about this money that has to be distributed about the sports, like curious to see like what sport gets what at certain schools, like a school like Duke. I mean, Duke's gonna have to prioritize college basketball, right? I mean, that's what they are. They're a basketball school. Here comes the pitch to Curiel. I'm just curious how this is gonna work out. The ball is fouled out of play on one. So 0-1 to count here to Curiel. In the top of the fifth. 3-0 Nicolls. There's McGibbon. They'll toss the first, but ball gets away, but didn't get far enough to advance the runner. Man, nighttime has fallen down here in South Louisiana. All right, so 0-1 to Curiel. The Lawyers are winning. Well, they always win. That ball is fouled out. Yeah, the Lawyers always win. And when you have see those class action lawsuits about they're suing whatever. Get in that class action lawsuit. And and you get your check for like $5.50. Hey, but the lawyer got like 30 or 40 million. Here's a ground ball back to the pitcher. They'll go to second, to first, double play. Jeez, man, is that the 1-6-3 double play? Jeez, 1-6-3 double play. Jeez. So Jones up. Man, 1-6-3. Oh, man, thanks. You don't see many 1-6-3s. So Jones up. The pitch is a strike on one. Man, Nichols is throwing like the game of their life. Pitching tonight. And we can't hit for shit. Hitting in double plays. Here's the 0-1. It's 1-1. I know one thing. Tiger will be ranting if they lose this game. They lost a midweek game. Here's a 1-1. That ball's grounded to short. And he boots it. Man. That's going to be an E6. East. E6. Maybe that'll be our saving grace. They can't field. Now Dickinson comes to the plate. That should have been the third out if shortstop feels that cleanly and throws the first. Everybody's in the dugout right now, but Dickinson up. Runner at first, and there's two down. And the pitch is a bunt, and it's a good bunt. And only plays the first, and they didn't get him. As Dickinson gets a infield single on the bunt. Who's going to stand up? Probably nobody's going to stand up. So Pearson up. So the error by the shortstop has extended the inning. Now a bunt single. And now we're going to have 2 on and 2 out. Yeah, he's safe. Dickinson's safe easily at first. Hopefully they're not revealing this because no, they're not. Just a mound visit. So it's just a mound visit. So it's not a. So the Colonels have some activity in the bullpen. Man. All right, so Pearson up. So Pearson, let's see if he can get a single, get a run home. The pitch is a ball 1-0. So 1-0 here to Pearson. Here in the top of the 5th. And the 1-0 is a swing and a miss. 1-1. So Pearson back in the box. Here comes the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is up and in. 2-1. Actually, almost hit him on the arm, but 2-1. Here comes the 2-1, and Pearson hits it out of play, and it's 2-2. Hold on, I gotta go. I gotta call. Hold on a second. Go back. Hello. Speaking. I'm sorry about that. I had to go. Had to call. Sorry about that. What I miss? Anything I miss here? My Tigers, no, they're not. I miss anything. We're in the sixth inning. I apologize, but I had to call, and I might have to go in a minute again. So we're in the sixth inning, and it's still 3-0 Nicholls. Man, we didn't score that inning at all. Unreal. We didn't score that freaking inning at all. All right, we got it fries up. Unreal. Here comes the pitch. That's a ball. 1-0. I can't believe we didn't score that inning. We had 2 runners on. We didn't score. Here comes the 1-0. That's 2-0. So 2-0 to count. So 2-0 to Fry. And the pitch is a strike. 2-1. So I'm sorry to leave, but I had a phone call I had to take. So, but LSU didn't score though. Here comes the 2-1. There's a 3-1. So 3-1 here to Fry. And the pitch is a pool strike. That looked a little low, but I'll take it. It's now 3-2. So count's now 3-2. Here to Fry. And here comes a walk. So Fry gonna get on with a leadoff walk. Now Milam comes to play. So Milam steps in the batter's box. So Milam at the box. We got runner at first. There's nobody out in the sixth. There's a strike. 0-1. It's 0-1 to count. Here comes the 0-1 to Milam. It's 1-1. Pitcher comes set. So still McGivney. Here's a 1-1. There's a hit to right field and making the catch at the warning track. 1 down. No, it wasn't McGee. It's not. They got a new pitcher in. It's 1 down now. You're in the sixth. Tiger need to start getting some runs on the board. So Brown will come in and pinch hit here for Aaron Beatty. Now we're going to have a timeout. The pitch is a pitching powwow. All right, so we're going to have mound visit over with. The top of the sixth, we got 1 runner on, 1 out. There's Jake Brown on the plate. And the pitch is 1-0. comes the 1-0. That's 2-0. That's a 2-0 to count here to Brown. 2-0. With a strike, 2-1. Now he wants to come inside. So 2-1 to Brown coming up. 2-1 pitch is a ground ball. And go with it. It's another error by the shortstop. So it's gonna be 2-1 and 1 out. Let's see if they can get runs here now. It's another error by the shortstop. Now we're gonna have that would have been a tailor-made double play, and that would have gotten them out the 6th inning. So now Reeves up. Let's say pinch hit for him. So Reeves at the plate, but I think we're gonna have a pitching change. Yeah, we are gonna have a pitching change. So new pitcher coming out here for Nichols. So I'll be right back. New pitcher here for Nichols coming up. All right. New pitcher. Yeah, top of the 6th. Top of the 6th, and they got LSU has 2 runners on, and there's only 1 out. So, alrighty. So new pitcher on for Nichols. I guess I'm not going to put on the screen what his name is. I don't have the volume turned up too much. I take a 1 out and 2 on. And Reeves due up for LSU. We'll see if they oh, it's gonna be Hernandez. So Hernandez is gonna pinch hit probably here for Reeves. That means that's gonna mean wait, is that right? Yeah. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That means but it's strike 0-1. That's gonna mean I think we're in 3rd. So Hernandez. I'm curious what they do here. Who's going to play third? Here's the 0-1. Another strike 0-2. Another strike 0-2. And the 0-2 is fouled. Stays 0-2. Stays 0-2. As we're in the top of the sixth. 3-0 Nichols. Here's the pitch. And he chased that one. 2 down. Horrible swing there. 2 down. Horrible swing. There's 2 down. Thank God, that was a horrible swing. Now we're gonna have Stanfield's up. So Stanfield's up. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That's a ball 1-0. So there's 2 down and there's 2 on here in the sixth. Stanfield trying to drive home LSU's first run of the game. And the 1-0 is 2-0. 2-0. Here to Stanfield. All right, so 2-0 to count to Stanfield. Fry's at second, Milam at first. There's 2 down now. Here comes the pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Man. So 2-1 to count here up to Stanfield. Two one is 3-1. Good eye there by Stanfield. 3-0. I'm sorry, 3-1. Excuse me, 3-1. Excuse me. 3-1. The count. And the 3-1 is ball 4. Ooh. So ball 4, bases are loaded for Curiel. So now Curiel comes to the plate and the bases are loaded. No place to put them. And no place to put the base runners now. So we got 2 down, bases loaded. We've had some issues at times hitting with the bases loaded. All right, here comes the pitch to the plate. That's going to be a ball 1-0. So 1-0 to count. And the pitch is 2-0. Good eye there. Almost went around, but stayed. Didn't go around. 2-0. So 2-0 to count. 2-0 pitch is a strike. 2-1. So 2-1 to count. Here to Curiel. And the pitch is strike 2-2. Good pitch. 2-2. So 2-2 to count. Here to Curiel. Oh, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is 3-2. That's low. 3-2. That count was low. 3-2. Here to Curiel. There he goes. So runners will be going with the 3-2 count. The pitch is a foul. So we'll do it again. Who's the thumbnail? Who's the thumbnail? Who's the girl next to me? Y'all know who Selma Hayek is? People know who Selma Hayek is? Guess I gotta get somebody else. People that know. All right, so 3-2 coming to the plate. 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled again out of play. So we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Hit a Curiel. Bases loaded. Nobody, nowhere to put him. A walk will bring in a run. Okay, you know who Selma Hayek is. Here comes 3-2 pitch. And runner goes and it's fouled again. So runners are moving on the pitches with 2 down. Curiel's a really good, he's a really good eye. So 3-2 to count. Here to Curiel. 3-2. Runners go again. This ball hit the center field back, and that is going to be caught at the wall. Damn. Caught at the wall for the 3rd out. Jeez. Man, so we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-0 Nichols. There's a long fly ball out. Damn. Jeez, man. I thought that was going to get out of there. But no dice. All right, be right back. I'm going to put this in the sink. Your pitcher for LSU is William. Is that Schmidt? Let me know. I think it's Schmidt. It is Schmidt. It is Schmidt. All right, so Schmidt on the mound here for LSU. All right. Okay, so 3-0 Nichols here in the 6th is well they've definitely they've come to pitch today at the Colonels. So we're gonna have Jenkins do up. The Jenkins due up here for Nichols. The pitch. There's a ground ball to Milam and 1 down. Well, if you hit the ball to Milam, it's more than likely going to be an out. 1 down. So 1 down, and we're going to have Booker due up. So Booker just had the catch in center, and it's a ball, 1 and out. So 1-0 to count here to Booker. As he robbed Curiel of a home run. That's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes here to Booker. Here in the bottom of the 6th. As Schmidt comes set and delivers. That's 3-0. It's 3-0. So Schmidt, 3-0 pitch is a strike, 3-1. Here comes 3-1, and it's a strike. Another strike, 3-2. Another strike, 3-2. And here comes 3-2. That's ball 4. So they get the 1-out walk. It's going to bring up, let's see, Capel to the plate. Going to bring Capel to the plate. All right, so Capel comes to plate here for the Colonels in the bottom of the 6th, 3-0. They lead. All right, so Capel up. Here comes the pitch. There's a foul, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. The 0-1 is fouled, 0-2. That's 0-2 to count. Here to Capel, we got a runner at first is Booker. In the bottom of the 6th, and it's 3-0 Colonels. And Schmidt will come set. And the 0-2 is strike 3 looking. 2 down. And there's 2 down here in the 6th. Going to bring up with Ingersoll. That's a good pitch there. I don't know what all right, so we got Ingersoll at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's a foul, 0-1. All right, so 0-1 account. So here comes Ingersoll at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be a strike, 0-2. They go to second, and the ball goes into center field. What kind of throw was that? The ball goes into center field, and the runner goes to third. My God. Jeez. So we're at third now, 2 down. Counts 1-1 to Ingersoll. So Schmidt delivers the pitch. That's a 2-1. So it's 2-1 to count. There's Schmidt. Gonna come set. Here comes a 1-2. That's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. That's 3-2. Try to get him to chase that one. 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be strike 3 looking. Strike 3 looking. It's going to end the inning. So the Colonels get a base runner, but they don't score. We'll go to the 7th. Still 3-0 Colonels. Man. The Tigers got to start scoring some runs here. I mean, they got to start getting some runs here. We're getting the 7th inning. We don't have any yet. You have none. Zip. Zilch. 0. Man. Maybe I need to do a shot with something, a fireball or something. Maybe that's what they need. Maybe. All right. Yeah, maybe that's what they need here. Man. That's what they need. What's this? It's commercial here. Yeah, all right. What the hell is that? Oh no. All right, going to go to the top of the 7th. Nichols won the last game played in Thibodaux back in 2020, 4-2. So LSU run ruled Nichols earlier in the year. I don't mean nothing right now. Come on, let's get some runs. Let's get some runs, like Harry Carey would say. Let's get some runs, like Harry Carey would say. We got Jones, Dickinson, and Pearson due up for LSU here in the 7th. So Jones probably get 2 more bats, maybe. Here comes the pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. Jones probably get 2 more bats. So 1-0 count to Jones. And the 1-0 is a swing and a miss. 1-1. A 1-1 to Jerry Jones here in the top of the 7th. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Well, man. And Nichols is playing a game of life here. They're pitching really well. By the time we get base runners, we don't score. Here comes the 1-2. And did he go around? Did not go around. 2-2. Two and two. All right, so 2-2 to count here to Jones. The 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. 1 down. So 1 down here in the 7th. As Jones strikes out, that's going to bring up Dickinson to the plate. So Dickinson up. Here comes the pitch. It's a ball. 1-0. 1-0 to count. Here to Dickinson. And the 1-0 is a strike. 1-1. 1-1. And the 1-1 is 2-1. Counts now 2-1. So we've got 1 out and nobody on in the 7th. And the 2-1 is 3-1. What's up, St. Louis Rocks? How you doing? 3-1 pitch is ball 4. So Dickinson will get on with a walk. That's going to bring up Pearson to the plate. Yeah, we just can't get any. We've had base runners, just haven't got that timely hit. It seems like that we've had problems this year at times getting those timely hits, and it's, yeah. But exhausted today, he says. I'm exhausted. Okay, now we're gonna have a pinch hitter. It's gonna be John Pearson. It's going to be we got Pearson for Pearson here. There's Josh Pearson was due up. Now his brother John Pearson is going to pinch hit. Look at his wearing his like Tommy, trying to look like Tommy Tanks. There's a strike on 1. Let's see if he can do his Tommy Tanks impression and hit one out of the ballpark. He does have 1 homer so far this year, 6 RBIs, but very limited action for Pearson, for Josh Pearson. That's in the dirt, 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Here to the younger Pearson. And the pitch is 2-1. Good eye. 2-1. It's a good eye. 2-1 here to Pearson. And the 2-1 is 3-1. Counts now 3-1. So 3-1 here to Pearson. And the pitch is ball 4. So Josh Pearson. So Fry coming to the plate. So the younger Pearson gets on the at the plate. So John Pearson. John Pearson. Are we gonna have a pitching change here for the Colonels? Yep, we're gonna have a new pitcher here for Nichols. So John Pearson gets on. We're gonna have a new pitcher for Nichols. Right back. All right. So new pitcher coming in for the Colonels as Tiger is trying to get a run here. They haven't scored yet. It's 3-0 Nichols, but Tigers have two base runners on, and there's one out. And I think it's going to be Fry due up. Pretty sure it's going to be Fry that's due up. So Cole Poirier from Prairieville, Louisiana, on the mound. So Poirier on the mound here for Nichols here in the 7th. As Ethan Fry will come to the plate, see if he can get a base knock here. This is a very interesting game to watch, being a former LSU student who transferred to Nichols this semester. Yeah, it's been a good game. Unlike the first one wasn't that good. LSU run ruled them. Wasn't very, competitive, but this one's been a really good game. Nichols has pitched very well, and LSU can't hit. But that's been some problems this year. Is timely hitting for LSU has just not been there. And it's rearing its ugly head today as Nichols has pitched really, really well so far. LSU gets base runners on, they just can't score. They'll get a double play ball, or here's a pitch to Fry, the ball 1-0. We'll see if they can finally get a timely hit. The one's at first and second. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. 1-1. You gotta swing the bat, man. So 1-1 to count to Fry. And the 1-1 is 2-1. That wasn't close. That was low and away. 2-1. Good job by the catcher to keep that ball in front of him. So 2-1 to Fry. The 2-1 is a hit to right field for a base hit. Let's see if they send a runner home. They get the runner back in. They get the ball back in the infield, but Dickinson holds at third. So the bases are loaded again for the Tigers. They had them loaded last inning, didn't score. Okay, now we're going to have, should be Milam up. Should be Milam. We had a offensive timeout. I didn't know that was a thing. Offensive timeout? I didn't know it was a thing. So we got bases are loaded, one down. Here in the 7th is Milam at the plate. I know why they haven't scored, because Adam hasn't shown his face today. That's why. Here comes a pitch to Milam. That's a ball 1-0. That's why. Because he hasn't been here. All right, so 1-0 to Milam. The pitch is a swing and a miss. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And it's a strike. 1-2. So 1-2 to count. And the 1-2 is hit to right field for a base hit. So 1 run will score for sure. Let's see if they send 2 runners home. And or is it just one? Just one run. So Milam singles are right. Only one run will score. It's 3-1. Man, all right. So one run. We broke the ice. Broke the ice, as they say. So Brown comes to plate. Here comes the pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 to count. The pitch is 2-0. So 2-0 to count to Brown. Here comes the 2-0. 2-0 pitch is a strike. 2-1. Good pitch there, 2-1. All right, what's up? What's up? Bow down. Rance losing their shit. Here's a base hit to left field. 2 runs are going to score on this single, I believe. Yep, 2 runs are going to score. We got a tie game. So Brown singles 2 runs. It's now 3-3. I knew eventually we were gonna have to hit the baseball, man. But losing their shit over a midweek game. That's just par for the course for them. So first and second, still 1 out. Now we're gonna have Hernandez up. The pitch is they hit him. Bases are now loaded. Bases are now loaded. Man. All right, so bases are now loaded. So Hernandez gets punked. That's going to bring up Stanfield to the plate. So Hernandez gets plunked, but he's going to stay in the game. But hey, why not, man? He's a catcher. That dude, he's used to getting beat up. Man. So bases are loaded here for Stanfield. So the new pitcher came in and yeah, I don't like getting a quarterback. Not at pick number 9. No, I don't want to get a quarterback at pick number 9. Well, Sanders is going to drop that far. Sanders was supposed to be a top, 3 or 4 pick. Why is he falling so much? The pitch to Stanfield, 1-0. Why is he dropping so much? People are finding out that he's not that good. There's a 1-0. It's a strike, 1-1. So I mean, how can Denver how can the Nuggets fire their coach, but Pelicans can't? Please tell me why. There's a 1-1. That's the strike, 1 and 2. Well, how can they fire their coach, but we can't? And the 1-2 is 2 and 2. I mean, Denver won they won the whole ball of wax like 2 years ago. Then they fired a coach, but the Pelicans they can't fire Willie Green. I guess they're waiting. They better wait. They better fire him like the day after the season ends. Here's a ground ball, base hit. The left field again. 1 run will score. Another run coming around. He'll score. It's 5-3. Man. And as long as we fire him, the day after the season ends. I mean, the day after. I mean, maybe that same night. Shit. But as long as they fire him, like the day after the season ends, I'll be okay. Because right now it's not going to do anything. It's not going to solve anything. I mean, we got what 4 or 5 games left. So it's 5-3 LSU in the 7th as they've exploded for 5 runs. As Poirier came in and couldn't do anything. Yeah, how's the rant? Has the rant? Have they taken a breath since we scored 5 runs? Have they taken? Let's look at the rant. Let's go. Let's look at the rant. Let's see. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, we lost it. Oh, we lost it. Good. Well, we lost to the Nets by 5 points. Good. At least we lost. I am kind of impressed with the guy Makovic and Reeves for the Pelicans. They need Reeves need to take Hawkins minutes next year. But all right, so it's Semino. He's from Napoleonville. He's from Napoleonville. Yeah, now as I told you. Oh yeah, as I told you so. Relax, rant. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's I told you so. Rant. Relax. All right, so yeah. So Semino on the mound. Semino. All right. Are we gonna have Reeves up? No, Reeves out. Reeves out the game. This is Curiel. That's right. Reeves is out the game. So Curiel's up. There's a ball 1-0. Who's playing third? It's not Stan. It's not Bradwell. Who the hell? Do they have freaking Jones playing third again? Uh, here's a 1-0. There's a. Is it a ball or strike? It's a ball 2-0. I guess it's okay midweek. Yeah. I don't. I mean, I think Hawkins just. I think Willie Green's a bad coach, man. Here's a 2-0. And it's a strike 2-1. Everybody keeps talking about Dyson Daniels. We should have kept Dyson Daniels. I just don't think Dyson Daniels would have been good with Willie Green. I don't think Daniels would have had the season like he's having in Atlanta if he was here. 2-1 pitch. And there's a strike 2-2. I just think Willie Green's a bad coach. He's got to go. He's got to go. Like the Saints got an offensive minded coach. 2-2 pitch. That's 3-2. Pelicans Pelicans need to get a kind of a offensive minded coach, somebody that believes in up tempo and 3-point shooting. Yeah, you got to play defense, but we don't play defense. Even with Willie Green, he's supposed to be a defensive guru. 3-2 pitch. Strike three looking. Man, Curiel thought that was ball 4. Umpire says, sit down. Yeah, I saw that Campbell's going to the Patriots, supposedly. Look, I got a little enthusiasm since we got a new coach. So, if we still had Dunce as our coach, I probably wouldn't have watched the draft. If they had somehow kept Dennis Allen, I probably wouldn't have watched the draft because I knew we'd be drafting somebody. It wouldn't make any sense. There's a ball 1-0, but at least we got some kind of optimism with Kellen Moore. So I'll watch the draft now because I'm curious to see how they go forward. But man, if they pick quarterback, man, I just think that's a bad pick from what we need in other spots. That's a strike 101. Saints haven't. Loomis doesn't trade back. The Saints haven't traded back in like almost 30 years, I think. I saw. So they're not good. I don't think they're trading back. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. I think it was like. I gotta go look. It's been like I think it's been like this is the late 90s since they traded back. Mickey Loomis doesn't trade back. He trades up. If they're gonna do anything, they're gonna trade up, and they're gonna waste picks to trade up. That ball's foul out of play, 2-2. So, yeah, if we want Archer Nuss next year, we better play Rattler, because Derek Carr is gonna be good enough. He's gonna be good enough for us to win about 8, 9, 10 games. 2-2 pitch. That's strike 3 looking. Man. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. It's 5-3 Tiger. They scored 5 runs in the 7th. Derek Carr is good enough for us to win like 8, 9 games. If you really want to tank, you better play Rattler next year. Rattler will probably win about 4 games next year. Especially with our offensive line. Especially with our crap offensive line. That poor dude won't. We'll win 4 games. But I'm telling you, Derek Carr is good enough for us to win. Yeah, but he plays though. He plays through injury though. That's the thing. He'll play through an injury. So. I'll give Derek Carr credit, man. He'll play even if he's hurt. He's not like somebody else, that plays across the street from the Saints, who's hurt all the time and never plays. Derek Carr will play. I gotta give him credit on that. Cheers. But yeah. But I just think Derek Carr is good enough to win you 8, 9 games, 10 games. But with our offensive line, Spencer Rattler, he'll be running for his life, and we'll win 4 games. And then maybe you can draft Nussmeier or Manning if you're picking that high. But man. That's why they should have tanked a few years ago and got freaking Jane Daniels, but they didn't do that. Imagine the enthusiasm if we had drafted Jane Daniels. It'd be like when we drafted Reggie Bush. I mean, you'd have had all this enthusiasm with the Saints. No, we don't do that. We try to go to the playoffs, don't even make the playoffs. And who the fuck we draft that year? Was it Olave? No, it wasn't Olave. I can't remember. Here comes the pitch to the plate. There's a foul on 1. Jake Hayner. Yeah. if Mason Taylor's there, the Saints should pick him. The Saints need a tight end that can catch. I don't like Juwan Johnson. Here's the 0-1. There's a ball though. 1-1. That's why I didn't like the Juwan Johnson re-signing, because I don't like him. I think we paid too much for him. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I don't like the freaking Cooks. Brandon Cooks. He's old, man. And he was hurt last year. The 2-1. Come on, throw a strike. 3-1. I think the Saints should draft a young wide receiver. 2-2 pitch. That's timing close. 3-2. Jake Haener. Yeah, nothing against Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler. They don't have a prayer with the Saints, the way the Saints are constructed offensively. 3-2 pitch is a grounder back to Schmidt, and you got to throw and underhand and 1 down. Okay, Jones is playing first. Okay, they must have Brown at third. Okay. Yeah, nothing against. I think Haener and Rattler could be serviceable backups in the league. But they the Saints their O-line stinks, man. That's a strike, 0-1. Oh yeah, the Penn State tight end. I like him too. Here's the 0-1. There's a foul. 0-2. I'd be happy with those picks. If they pick tight end at pick number 9, either Mason Taylor or that guy Tyler Warren, A+ for the Saints. I know it's you kind of hard to draft to grade a draft on just potential, but I would like that pick. Huh. Here comes the 1-2. It's swing to miss. 2 down. I'd like that pick. Because I think we need a tight end. Foster Murrow's, he's all right, but he's not. We need somebody like Jimmy Graham, man. Remember Jimmy Graham in the red zone? That's something that we need, something like that. And in the red zone, we can. Here's a pitch to plate to Jans. There's a strike, 0-1. So 0-1 account. The pitch. There's a swing to miss. 0-2. Yeah, I don't think Will Campbell's going to be there at 9 again. I think Will Campbell's going to be off the table. But if he's there at 9, 0-2 pitch, strike 3 looking. Good pitch by Schmidt. And we'll go to the 8th. It's 5-3. But yeah, if Will Campbell's there at 9, you might have to take him. Yeah, that'd be a interesting if Will Campbell's there at 9. What do you do? And what if Tyler Warren's there and Mason Taylor, and then you have Will Campbell? That's a tough decision to make, but man, I might go Will Campbell, man. Yeah, I might go. If Will Campbell's there at 9, I think you have to take a hard look at him because the Saints need offensive line help, man. You saw what happened when we lost McCoy and Ruiz, especially McCoy last year. But Penning's getting better. Trevor Penning actually got better. What's up, Sports Critic? What's up, member gang in the house? What's up, Sports Critic? Did the Magic win? Did the Magic win? Yeah. We're going to have Dickinson up. The pitch. It's a strike 0-1. The Magic beat the. All right. Yeah, the Pelicans lost again, which is good because we got to get a top 4 pick. we got a tank for flag. There's a base hit left field. We got a tank for flag, as they say. So Dickinson gets a single. It's going to bring up Josh Pearson. Well, he batted last time. Let's see he bats this time. So it's going to be Braswell up. So Braswell coming to plate. So Braswell will pinch hit for John Pearson. So I guess Braswell's coming to play third, I guess, huh? So Braswell's looking to bunt. The Magic got to play the Celtics tomorrow. Ooh. I wish I can get excited about the Pelicans, but I need to be excited if they lose the rest of their games and get a top 4 pick. Another strike. But I used to get the number 1 pick and get Cooper Flag, but I don't think they're going to get the number 1 pick. But as long as we pick top 4, if we have to pick like 7 or 8, I'm gonna be pissed. We don't need to win anymore. Oh, he is a horrible commissioner. I think he's the worst. He might. Well, I don't know. Manfred's really bad. Toss to first. Manfred's pretty bad. Manfred and Silver are close. They're really close at being who's worse. You have to pitch to Bradley's strike. Should be 1 and 2. They all kind of suck. Yeah, I think Goodell and Bettman are better than the other two, but Manfred and Silver are just on a different level of being bad. Their ideas are not good. I mean, the stupid All-Star game this year made no sense. You had like a bracket. I mean, just go back East versus West and play some sort of defense. Yeah, why are these head coaches getting fired in the NBA? What's going on? And Willie Green doesn't get fired. Willie Green can't get fired, but all these other coaches are getting fired. They're good. We're in a bizarro world. We're in a bizarro world. It's like, man, like that Seinfeld episode. Here comes a 1-2 to a Braswell. It's 2 and 2. But, yeah, Willie Green gets extended. Oh man, I'd be really mad if that happened. 2-2 pitch, and it's foul straight back. I'd be really mad if that happens, just because he doesn't. The games I watched this year, man, they're so They're so poorly coached, man. It's more than just having injuries. 2-2 pitch. That's foul back. Need the lunch streams back. Oh, with the girl. The other girl. I'm on Mars right now with Selma Hayek. So me, her, and Elon took a trip to Mars. That's 3-2. Don't tell nobody. Elon asked if I wanted to hop on the ship with Selma Hayek. I said, yeah, I'll hop on the ship. Why not? So how long is it gonna take to get there? 3-2 pitch. That ball's popped up and center field and one down. Elon the president. yeah, that guy. So one down, one on. Who the hell's up now? It'd be Fry. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike going one. I guess I don't understand why they didn't bring Bradwell in earlier, but so Fry still batting at the DH spot. That's 1-0. I think he's DH. Or is he playing right field tonight? No, that wasn't. Did he swan at that one? There's no way that was a strike. Unless he swung at it. Here comes the 0-1. It's a strike 0-2. Okay. Must have swung that first pitch. All right. Oh, the tariffs. Yeah, I'm 1-2 pitch. It was a wild pitch. And runner goes to second. I wish the Pelicans would trade Zion, but I don't think anybody wants him. I don't know why. Nobody's gonna want to hurt. Nobody's gonna want a player that gets hurt all the time, who's lazy, who doesn't want to stay in shape. I mean, you're not gonna get anything for him. They should have traded him like 2 years ago. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to short. And throw to first. They didn't get him. That's an infield single. But who's gonna want him? Dude's always hurt. He never stays in shape throughout the year. Teams aren't gonna want a player like that. I mean, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't want to stay in shape and put the work in, I mean, give LeBron credit, man. LeBron is the dude's always in shape. So mile him up. Here's a pitch. That's 1-0. I mean, people like LeBron, people hate LeBron, but the dude's always in shape. I mean, he's always keeps his body in shape. He always eats right and does stuff to keep, to stay healthy, but man, it's 2-0. Not Zion. Nope. And Brandon Ingram also. Has Ingram played since the trade went through? That's something I haven't heard from about is Ingram. Since he got traded to the Toronto. There's a strike 2-1. Has he even played? Yeah, respect his endurance. I mean, the guy's like 42 years old, whatever it is, and the guy's in phenomenal shape, man. He actually cares about eating right. There's a ball 3-1. Yeah, I got to give it to him. I mean, he's always in shape, man. Dude's always in shape. He has a very good work ethic. There's a strike, 3-2. But I think if Zion wouldn't played with LeBron, uh, LeBron wouldn't let Zion half-ass it like he's been. That's Zion's problem. He has nobody in his ear to tell him to wake up. 3-2 pitch, and it's hit to right field, but out of play. That's the problem. Is that he has nobody in his ear to tell him to shape up. But LeBron would. Zion wouldn't be lazy like this if he played for the Lakers. Maybe that's where he needs to go. Maybe he needs to go somewhere to the Lakers and they'll run his ass and then maybe he'll maybe he'll care. 3-2 pitch is ball four. I mean he's been in the league for 6 years now, 6, and go look at all the games he's missed. Another player that's always hurt is Embiid for the 76ers. Embiid's another guy that's always hurt. Now everyone go to the Lakers. Well, yeah. Is Jokic? You saw the rumor about Jokic going to the Lakers now since they fired their coach. Here's a pitch to Brown. Bunts up in the air. Going to be an out. And it's a double play ball. Unreal. We try to bunt the ball, and we bunt into a double play. Wow, man. You're not supposed to bunt the ball up in the air like that. Yeah, we got rid of Ingram. Yeah, has he played since he got traded to the Raptors? He's another guy that's all it's lazy, man. It always seemed like he was always high during the games, which is fine by me, man. The NBA don't give a shit about players smoking weed, so I mean that's fine. I mean that's the rule. That's the rule. But it seemed like he always was high when the game started. I don't know. I could be mistaken, but it just seemed that way. But the NBA don't test for weed anymore. They let the players smoke weed, which is fine. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. But so 5-11-2 for the Tigers and 3-4-3 for Nichols. New pitcher coming on? No, it's still Schmidt. So Schmidt's still out there in the 8th, and it's still 5-3 Tigers. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna see who's coming to the plate for the Colonels. Is it Kalura? With Bidiger and Jenkins do up. All right, so a batter get to the batter's box, otherwise be assessed a strike. What you think of the pitch clock, sports critic? I like it, but I think I don't know. Maybe they should go to 25 seconds to 20. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. I guess they'll have to try that out in the minor leagues if they want to add. I think 20 maybe is a little not much time. Maybe 25 would be a. That's foul out of play 0-2. It has sped the game up, which is good. The game is sped up quickly now, especially Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball needed the pitch clock because they're 9-inning games going 4.5 hours, which was absurd. There's a swing to miss, 0-2. Hockey. Hey, where's where's the New Orleans hockey team? Here's a swing and a miss. One down. There we go. So one down. We got Beininger to the plate. And first pitch is going to be a ball, 1-0. And working quickly. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. So you had Ware, then you had Newt, Benj, and now Schmidt. Here's the pitchers for the Tigers. Here comes the pitch. It's in the dirt. Should be 2-1. Should be 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. It's a grounder to third, and it's a foul ball. So it just stayed foul. 2-2. So 2-2 to count. 2-2 is 3-2. Three-two pitch is strike three looking. Man, two down. The pitch look a little inside, but there's two down. Oh, the umpire called it a strike, so that's all that matters is what he says. Two down. Two down. So two down, and Jenkins up. There's a strike. 0-1. And here comes the pitch. There's a foul down the right field. Right field line 0-2. So counts 0-2. Schmidt will come set, and the pitch is inside 1-2. So Schmidt looking in, and the 1-2 is fouled. Stays 1-2. So Tigers go to the Plains this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. Here comes the 1-2. And that's strike three looking. That's going to end the eighth. So we'll go to the ninth. It's 5-3 LSU. So Schmidt strikes out the side in the eighth. As we go to the ninth. Ninth inning we go. All right, ninth inning we go. I got a fly in my drink. Get out of my water. I don't want no protein. I don't want no damn protein right now. All right, so we go to the. We're going to go to the top of the ninth inning. It's 5-3 LSU as Tigers looking to get another victory. But then they go on a road this weekend to face Auburn on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't know which days. I don't know which games are going to be like on ESPN. I think one of the games is going to be on like ESPN2, SEC Network, ESPNU. Let's see. One of them is going to be on that. I forgot which one it is. They play McNeese next on the 15th, the Northwestern State on the 22nd. There's your your non-con schedule. I'm about to go to a non-con game. The weather's warming up, so you get out there. I need to go get me a fitted hat. When I went a few years ago, we got this guy Cohen van Klooster from the Netherlands. What? Got a guy from the Netherlands playing for Nicholls State. Man, the Netherlands. Man, you get a long way from home. So Klooster on the mound for the Colonels, all the way from Amsterdam. Man, the Netherlands. Netherlands, man. Netherlands. Man, damn, long way from home, man. Sure, I guess some of his family isn't here. Maybe, I don't know. Cheers to the knife. We got Hernandez up for LSU. And the pitch is a strike on 1. It's 0-1 to count. Here to Hernandez. We're in the top of the 9th. 5-3 Tigers. The 0-1 is hit the center field and got a beat on it. 1 down. So 1 down here in the 9th. So Hernandez flies out the center. It's going to bring up Stanfield to the plate. So Stanfield's up. And the pitch is up and in. 1-0. Almost hit him, but it's 1-0 to Stanfield. Here comes the 1-0. It's a no strike. 2-0. He's called that a strike before this game. So 2-0 to Stanfield. Here comes the 2-0. 2-0 pitch. It's a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a strike. 2-2. Man, got the inside corner. 2-2. So Stanfield at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is gonna be a foul. Man, did it hit the first base coach? Look like it the first base. Look, it hit him. 2-2 to count. Two pitch is a grounder with foul. Foul. So 2-2 to count here to Stanfield. And the 2-2 is swung on left field. That is going to be caught though. 2 down. Damn, I thought that ball was hit a little bit further. 2 down. I was getting excited there for a second. Thought Stanfield might have had one there. So Curiel's up. As Curiel is has he got on base today? Because he's got an on base streak. I can't remember if he's gotten on base today. Because he's got an on base streak. Here comes the pitch. There's that ball 1-0. Thank you, because he's been on base every single game so far. But I don't think he's been on base tonight. Maybe he needs one of those torpedo bats. Here's a 1-0. There's 2-0. Yeah, torpedo bats. So tomorrow I might do LSU softball. It's been a while since I did a softball game. Mainly because they're always playing the same time the baseball team is. 2-0. That's 3-0. So it's kind of hard to do softball when they're playing the same time as the baseball team. So 3-0 to count here to Curiel. And the pitch is ball 4. So now he gets on base. So Curiel gets on. So if he hadn't got on before, he's on now. So his on base streak will continue. So Jones up. So we got a runner at first base, 2 down. Jones up. There's a strike. 0-1. So 0-1 count. Here to Jones. The 0-1 is gonna miss. 1-1. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Nice. 2-1. 2-1 to Jones here in the ninth. It's 5-3. Here comes the 2-1. That ball's out on a play. 2-2. All right, so 2-2 to count here to Jones as we're in the top of the ninth inning. 5-3 LSU as Nichols and the Tigers. The Colonels and the Tigers, I should say. Here comes the 2-2. That's 3-2. Three-two. Is Swan on, coming on, right fielder, and making a catch for the third out. So we'll go to the bottom of the ninth, and it's 5-3 LSU. All right. Alrighty. All right, so bottom now we go. All right. Come on. Let's go. Bottom now we go. All right, so bottom of the ninth inning, and it's 5-3 LSU. Is looking to close it out. See if they keep Schmidt's been pitching for a few innings. So the Colonels or the Colonials. All right, we're gonna have Booker, Capel, and Ingersoll due up for Nichols. So it's gonna be Schmidt. So Schmidt's gonna pitch several innings. So Schmidt gonna try to close it out here in the ninth. Tigers need 3 outs. Colonels need 2 runs to keep it going and 3 to win. Okay, so actually, Booker didn't get to the batter's box in time. 0-1 account. The pitch. That ball slipped to right field and gonna be. Is it caught? It is. 1 down. As Brown makes a catch in foul territory, 1 down. Man. So Brown with a catch in foul territory in right field, 1 down. So 1 down, we're going to have Capella. Now, Adams here. Here's a pitch. It's fouled 0-1. Man, Adams here. I just got off. Oh, okay. All right. I'll give you a break on that then. Here's the 1-0. That's a pinch hitter though. It's not this isn't the guy that's supposed to be So 2-0 to count. The pitch is 3-0. 3-0. This guy, Logan Mallard from Houma, gonna pinch hit. He's down from Houma. I used to date a girl from Houma back like in 2001. It's 3-0. Long time. Yeah, Schmidt's on the mound. He's been on the mound for it's like 3rd or 4th inning. At least his 3rd inning. 3-1 is fouled. 3-2. I used to date a girl from Houma. Damn. Yeah, like 24 years ago. Damn. It's been that long? Yeah. It's probably the last time I've been to Houma. 3-2 pitch is ball 4. So now the tying run comes to the plate. Ooh. So Ballard's not going to run for himself because he's kind of a hefty dude. So he's not going to be running for himself. They got a pinch runner. We got Ingersoll due up. So the tying run is at the plate for Nichols. So good game here in Thibodaux. Here comes the pitch. There's a foul on 1. Nightbot. You still gambling Nightbot? All right, so 0-1 to Ingersoll. 0-1 is what? 1-1. Okay. Yeah, Schmidt's on the mound. Yeah, Schmidt is still out there. Here comes a 1-1. That's 2-1. But this is like his 3rd or 4th inning. He's pitched pretty well. It's either his 3rd or 4th. 2-1 is swing and a miss. 2-2, boy. 2-2. You know him. He's pitched well. Here comes the 2-2. That ball's hit out play. It's gonna stay 2-2. 2-2 to count. Yeah, we need a few more pitchers, man, this year. Other than what Evans and what's the other guy? Cowan, is it? 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 down. We have 2 guys in the bullpen that we can really count on. We need more. We need more. Oh, there's 2 down. So we're gonna have Mock is due up. And okay, it is going to be Mock. Here comes the pitch. Here's a strike. What? 1-0. This umpire has been all over the place. The 1-0. That ball's swung on and foul back. That's a strike. 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Here to Mock. Ew. It's buffering. No. There we go. Never mind. It's back. It's buffering. Oh, did he get shut down? What happened? The game just all of a sudden now it's over with. What happened? I gotta go back and here we go. We're gonna reverse because the game flipped up. So 1-1 to count. Here to Mock. So Smith will come set. Here comes the 1-1. And then all of a sudden the game's over with. What happened? We missed the last play because the freaking game, the fucking feed fucked up. I tried to reverse it to see what the glass out was, but oh, good job. Good job, ESPN Plus. Good job. Bravo. Bravo. They didn't even see what the freaking last out was. They didn't even see what the last out was because they freaking their app glitched. Good job. Oh well. Tigers did win. So that's all that matters. They won 5-3. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden it just glitched and didn't see what the last out was. Because the stupid fucking app. Okay, apparently there was a ground out this second. Well, I'm looking at the play-by-play on the Tiger Rant. So there was a ground out the second to win the game for LSU. So 5-3 is a win. And thank you ESPN app for missing the last play. Much appreciated. You're doing exactly what you always do, miss fucking plays. So thank you ESPN app for missing the final out. Thank you. If you watch ESPN app enough, you know that. Yeah. Anyway, all right, the Tigers win, and I'll be here tomorrow night, probably for the softball game. Because it's been a while since I did softball, and I want to watch some softball. So, see you guys tomorrow's.